everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. We are doing a quick day two recap from Family Reunion for those who attended, both within KW as well as our guests. Family Reunion is our annual event. It's huge. I want to say that there's probably near 50,000 people that are in attendance, of which there are, I think they mentioned that there are almost 8,000 guests from outside of Keller Williams, so other firms, which is, to me, completely mind-blowing. But I have some guests with us today, and I want to introduce some of them to us. So I am going to introduce everyone. Bear with me 1 second here. Hey guys, so let me unmute you first of all, but we'll start with Jerry. Jerry, and all these guys I have the pleasure of working with on a business level. They are also esteemed members of our ALC. So Jerry, you sit our luxury chair. Thank you so much for jumping on. Real quick, what classes did you attend today?
Today I did building a world-class ISA team, which was really good because, as a lot of people already know, I'm, got my plate full, but I'm also starting a new team. So I felt like I needed to endeavor into some of these, things that are going to help amplify and grow my team and my business so I can do it the right way. So I did the ISA team, also watched Gary Keller this morning. And not only was it 50, I think not only did he say it was 50,000 people, but I think they also said 50 different countries, which is crazy, right?
That's crazy.
So, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. So, but anyways, lots of great stuff. Came away with some good stuff with the ISA team. And
for those who are listening, who might be new agents or outside of KW, ISA is inside sales agent. So that's the engine, if you do it properly, is the engine that kind of runs your sales team, that makes calls to your database or to leads or what have you to get appointments and so forth. So is building an inside sales agent team. That's awesome. Max Yoon is also on our ALC. I think Max might be frozen. He is frozen. Nope. Yes. Hey, Max. Max is there now. Can you hear us, Max?
Hey guys. Sorry. Yeah.
So Max is on our.
It's a little choppy, but I can hear you guys.
K-pop.
So Max, what was some of your takeaways?
So yeah, every year we look forward to this big event. Last year I took it, and with COVID happening too, it's really great to see even this year they've made it even better. I really enjoy the networking aspect of the reunion every year. Again, it's unfortunate that we can't be there in person, but with the new program they rolled out with Family Reunion this year, making everything so accessible online. I've already been able to network with a lot of agents, so I think that's one of the biggest takeaways I had. And again, it shows that we're a very technology-driven company. So it's really cool to see.
Cool, thanks, Max. I appreciate it. And then Mr. Dean. Dean, you're also on our ALC, and you sit our finance chair. What was some of your takeaways from today?
So the session that I really was paying attention to at the beginning was when Gary folks were talking about the vision, and they were talking about Zillow. I liked the step back that they took, or there was a slide, a visual that showed not just the transaction, but it also showed the pre-transaction and the post-transaction, and how we as real estate agents and realtors need to look at the entire cycle from soup to nuts, and that's how Zillow is approaching their the search and the showing, and on the transaction side, with inspection, insurance, title, etc., and then the post-transaction, which was, I think, the home maintenance, etc. So I like the fact that it made me, I guess, open my eyes and get back to the 10,000 square feet level, and reminded me that that's what I should be showing as my value add, the entire process for my potential clients and my current existing clients. I thought that was really eye opener.
Yeah, I think that's a great aha. I think you're right because the hot topic in the news right now is a brokerage that shall not be named, is buying up other ancillary type of businesses, right? And everyone's kind of scared of the what do you call it, the elephant in the room. And in reality, what agents are scared. This kind of reminds me when I started in this industry a while ago. It reminds me of how real estate agents were scared that MLS became an online thing versus distributed on a book. And at that time, real estate agents were like, we don't want, our MLS should not be distributed online through IDX feeds and what have you. We want to control all the listings. And the reason why, they feared value. They didn't know how to disseminate the value to the client and show value to the client. But this is similar to that. This reminds me kind of that. We can absolutely be center of the transaction and really pour into our clients and help our clients. But so long as we continue to show value, if we focus just on showings or what the other things that this other company bought up, and then we get caught up in the wrong thing. So that's a great aha. Any other breakout classes that you guys attended today that you thought was worthwhile? I will tell you this is there's one that there's so many things that happen at the same time. The good news is for those agents who want to go back in and watch the video, check out the video library and so forth, you can do that. That you have access to this up to 60 days after the event. But there's so many things going on at one time. The one that I really want to check out that I've heard rave reviews of is the leadership one. There's a leadership one that took place today that everyone speaks very highly of. There's a lot of printable things that you can download what their top topics were and the models and ahas and takeaways and who the speakers were. Things. So I absolutely recommend that you guys jump into some of that stuff. But tomorrow is going to be another unbelievably packed day with tons of content and everything else. But I just wanted to give a quick wrap up. Anything else that you guys want to add for takeaways or anything like that?
Go ahead, Jerry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to bring up one thing. I listened to the small sales team. I listened into that. That was the channel I tuned in, and what was a great reinforcement to me and reminded me of why I joined KW is because they kept on referring back to the MREA book when it talked about teams. And Chad, you and I talked about this before. Whereas I read to a certain point, but I didn't go to the teams. But now I'm thinking about teams, and it was great that these sessions were referring back. So I forgot if they referred to look at page 244. So I went and I grabbed my MRE book and I looked on page 244 because they said it's spelled out there for you, and sure enough, I mean it's right there. So it just reinforces to me like we have the resources that we need, and we should go back to it, and that got me even more excited and glad to be reinforced, glad to be part of KW, the family.
Awesome. Yeah, great one, team. Jerry.
I was going to say that, for me, one thing that what Dean was saying, perfect example. That was another thing that I was watching. And once again, because I'm drawing a correlation with me growing a brand new team. So really staying mindful of the 40-30-30, and staying on, and I love the red light, green light that they talk about. And, it just reiterated a lot of things about the MREA. And, it's funny. I was sitting there after I was done right before we started this, and I was kind of trying to reflect a little bit more. And I thought, the other KW family reunions I was at, it was more for growing your business. When I was trying to be a buyer's agent and things like that. And now I find myself in a different situation. And so I'm really interested in some other areas, but it just goes to show you that it really is set up in such a way that no matter where you're at in your life with, your business in KW, they really have some great areas for you to really amplify where you're at in your life right now in your business. So it's really cool, and it's nice to see that I'm getting as much out of this phase of my time watching KW or Family Reunion versus last few years when I was doing something else and looking at other aspects of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think at the end of the day, there's all these kind of great ideas that all these unbelievable leaders and agents and so forth are giving to us. What we have to do as a recipients of that, and this goes for if you're reading a good book or watching a good movie or watching a good documentary, or in this case, attending an unbelievable conference like we are, we have to execute. We have to do something with that information. And so next week, Friday, for those who are watching, we are having a panel from all the top agents as to what takeaways and how we're going to execute some of these unbelievable things that we're learning in Family Reunion today. So those who are watching, if you're not on Family Reunion and you're not invited or you're not registered yet, you can do so. There's a ticker on the bottom that's scrolling. You can sign up. You can reach out to me and I can help get you signed up. If you're at another firm and you're interested in attending, reach out to me and I'm happy to help you. And tune in tomorrow because we'll have another recap. Some similar faces, some different faces will chime in. So we appreciate it. Thanks guys for stopping in today. We greatly appreciate it. I know how busy you guys are, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at Family Reunion again. Bye guys.
Aloha.